Hello, welcome to Dog Food with Katherine Abel, telling stories about dogs that feed the mind and spirit. Somehow or other, I discovered family Bibi. Bibi is a Bibi is a macaque monkey. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's what he is. A macaque monkey. He lives with this family in Asia. Apparently in Asia, monkeys are like dogs for them. You have stray, injured monkeys all over the place. Like we have dogs, stray dogs, injured dogs over here. And so, of course, human beings, being as wonderful as we are, and we are totally wonderful, they're rescuing these monkeys. And I guess some of them are, of course, finding animal refuge places or animal rescues or someone who can take the monkeys and rehome them or rehabilitate them or reintroduce them into the jungles. Watching Bibi has prompted me to think about companion animal care, specifically monkey versus dog. Even more specifically, Macaque Monkey Bibi versus Pit Bull GG. So I'm going to talk about what you can expect if you have a macaque monkey as a pet, a family pet, and what you can expect if you have a pit bull as your family pet. And of course, I can talk volumes on, and would love to. I could talk about that pit bull. I could talk about that dog all day long. Okay. All right. So the story is Bibi. This is the story. I don't know if it's true. I'm probably going to be making up a lot of stuff here because it's fun. And I don't know these people. Probably will never know them. I have no desire to meet them. I have no desire to meet Bibi. I have no desire to go hang out with him. No, it's fine him being in Asia, me watching him a little bit, and receiving information. That's it. I don't need to go meet anybody. However, Bibi, and I've noticed, listen, oh, and by the way, I did not go look at a bunch of families with pet monkeys, which you can go on there and really go down a rabbit hole. If you go down on YouTube, you can go down a rabbit hole because they do it just like we do it here with dogs. So it's frequent. However, that's Sweetie Bird. I don't know if you can hear her barking. However, it is illegal. It is illegal to have a monkey as a pet in the home. You cannot do it, which, of course, is ignored, just like we ignore animal laws down here. But I will say this. It's not super frequent. I think people find these monkeys and they're like, hey, here, we got to go take it. We can't handle this. And they're very wise because having a monkey as a family pet is, you've really got to want that. Really, really, really. And you also need to be a rational human being because that situation can become irrational very rapidly, having a monkey as a pet. So what do you have to do? Well, this monkey where Bibi is, he's now, I don't see a cage. I do not see a cage. This monkey sleeps with the family. So the macaque monkey, or this particular monkey, he's little. He's little. Still, he does have 16 fingers and 4 thumbs. Please keep that in mind. But he could fit inside a football. It'd be a tight fit, but that's how small he is. So he's very small, phenomenally agile. I just watched him. He was climbing on a bicycle, and he misjudged, or he got sidetracked looking at a plant, and he misjudged the distance or where his hand was going to land, and he sloppily reached for the handle on the bike. And then with no effort and with so much elegance, I wanted to scream, he just twisted his body, righted himself, and kept on climbing. do they like to climb? You're going, God, they like to climb. They're monkeys. No, that's not true, interestingly enough. However, I don't know. Maybe monkeys do love to climb. This monkey, no. He is hanging out with his family big time, and especially with Dad. So that's what we're going to call them, Dad, Mom, and then they have 2 daughters, and they have a grandma who plays a pivotal role in Bibi's life. So let's start comparing. All right, so Bibi sleeps with the family. Pit Bull sleeps with the family here as well. In the bed, no problem. On the furniture, yes. Pit Bull, my dogs run the show. Not they don't run the show, but they're on the furniture. Bibi too is on the furniture, and when he wakes up, I think this is what made me want to do this comparison. When he wakes up, if Dad is there and he sees Dad immediately, he'll just leisure, and Dad's the only one in the bed. If the kids are in the bed, he's getting out and exploring. But what he will do is if it's just Dad, and Dad is sleeping very heavily, and I guess it's Mom doing all the filming. By the way, this family is they appear to be completely conservative. They're a mom and a dad. They work. They're always dressed appropriately. Their hair's combed. They're clean. The kids are clean. They go to school. They're very quiet, well-mannered. It's just looks like to me to be a really regular family. Just, figuring it out. And then they found a monkey. There are a series of kittens that come into their home. So they got it's just like in the South. It's everywhere, y'all. It's everywhere. So let's go back to Bibi waking up. So Bibi will, if Dad's there by himself, Bibi will wake up and slowly he'll look over and see Dad, and then he'll just start playing. He'll start thinking, oh, and by the way, the monkey definitely trumps the pit bull in that the monkey is thinking and figuring and planning all the time. The pit bull does not do that. She doesn't do that. But she does do that. If she sees me in the bed and I'm in a deep sleep, and it'll eventually wake you up, but you know exactly what I mean if you have pets who sleep with you. And you have a calm environment. You have a very calm environment. This I don't know if the animal's not going to do this in a chaotic environment. But they're going to wake up and everything's calm and quiet, and they just look around. This little monkey's just looking around, looking at his hands. He's little. He's a year and something old. I guess he's a year and a half now. He's got to be. The pit bull is going on 3, and she still does this. She'll do that. She'll wake up and look around, smell stuff, smell the sheets, lick the sheets maybe. The monkey is a big mouth guy too. He'll put his mouth on everything. He'll look at it, he'll touch it, and then he'll put his mouth on it. So he wakes up, looks, and it's just this gentle. That is one thing that is so compelling about this monkey and my pit bull is the gentleness. This animal is phenomenally gentle and quiet. He's very, very quiet. He's not hyper. This monkey is not hyper at all. He is considering of his surroundings. And he, like GG, the pit, big on food. Big on food. When are we eating? When are we eating? Totally does that. Big time. And the connection in the family, the deepest connection is with Dad. Dad and Bibi share a connection. Okay, right now he is at the faucet and he's turning it on and drinking water. And he's not turning it off. No, he's now filling up a bowl that he's calmly, the family's asleep. They just cut back to the family. Family is asleep in the bed. So that is one thing that a monkey will do. Look, there he's drinking the water and putting So the water, look at him, he's drinking water, putting it in the cup. The monkey, and he does this all of the time. And the dad takes Bibi with him, and he watches. Like the other day, they were making eel traps, and the monkey was, Bibi was watching the dad make the trap, and he wants to help. And then eventually he did. You get the saw, and then, dad's got they're sawing together. And it's like, oh, how casual and cute this is. And the monkey has learned how to use the tool. He is sawing the PVC pipe with dad. He's doing it. And he recognizes in his head what's going on. He's putting two and two together. Now, what about the pit bull? She would come and study the sawing of the PVC pipe. And that's about it. Then she'd leave. The monkey, he does not leave. He gets in dad's lap and is observing everything. So they take him to and he's on, this is a YouTube channel. What's it called? Monkey Bibi, Bibi. And so sometimes they take him to the country. The grandmother lives in the countryside. I don't know what that means, because their houses, it's not country. There are neighbors, but it's the countryside, and everybody's barefooted, including dad. I think dad goes just so he can be barefooted. And he rides this rickety old bike, and they just chill to an unbelievable extent. It's wonderful, is what it is. It's wonderful. Here's the title of the video. Bibi enlisted helps mom harvest vegetables to feed mom cook. They do Google Translate, so it doesn't make any, it don't make any sense. Some of the titles. See, there he is with mom, and you can just tell the connection is with dad. The connection is with dad. He is so natural and relaxed with dad. And then with the little girl, Zupa. I think her name is Zupa. Pit bulls, same way. Dogs are the same way. They know. They know with whom they're safe. Who they can trust in. Who they can trust I believe, think of themselves before the human. They trust the human to think of them before themselves. And that's, I mean, boy. And the longer I watch dad, he calls Bibi his son. He calls Bibi his son. And I think that's true. I think dad has brought this little monkey in and fell in love with the monkey, because the more you watch and you look at dad, I mean, it's a friendship. It's a total friendship. And now dad doesn't even realize he's doing it. Because I've touched on these videos. They've had this monkey for a little over a year. So you go through, if you're, looking, you want to see, well, here's why I went through those videos, hitting him, watching and looking at Bibi and seeing how he's being cared for. Because I don't watch animal videos. I do not do that. There's no way I could do that. There's too much abuse, too much animal abuse, and people don't even realize it. They don't even realize it. And you can see it. You can see it with the camera. The camera, you cannot hide anything. I mean, in micro expressions, you can see it. And then if you don't see it, you think you see it, you can rewind and play it back. You can't hide anything from the camera. Maybe if you are a professional actor, but if you're uncomfortable and you don't like something like an animal, you don't want that animal around you, you're tired of the animal, You're pretending you like the animal, but you really don't like the animal because you're whatever making money on YouTube. You can tell. You need to look at the people. Look at the way, watch the human being, how he interacts with the animal, and then watch the animal's eyes. Watch the animal's eyes. What are you looking for in the animal's eyes? Well, if there's any flinching, if the animal is unattractively blinking his or her eyelids rapidly or like a little bit, that animal, you can just tell. It's the same way with humans. Start looking at humans' eyes. Start doing that. Start looking at commercials where they're paid actors and look at them. And then go over and look at the news. Look at the news. Just start looking at people's eyes. You can see if they're happy, sad, worried, afraid, uncomfortable, fed up, frustrated. You can see that in humans' eyes. What can you see in an animal's eyes? Boredom, fear, happiness, big time happiness. You can totally see that in a pit bull. I mean, a pit bull is... I've never seen an animal express joy or happiness like you can see it. It's just you can see it on a pit bull. I don't know why that breed is able to express visibly joy and happiness on a level that other dogs, I don't know, maybe it's where their mouth is, the way their face is built, because they got that big wide mouth that, I mean, it smiles. They break out into a smile. And their eyes, I mean, you just see it in that tail wagging and there's the hips moving back and forth. And so what do you see if, I'll tell you something. Bibi in these home videos, he is never completely chill like the pit bull. Okay, like right here, he's dealing with eels. They're doing eel traps now, and Dad took him out to do the eel traps. Well, Bibi is looking and observing. He's out there like another worker. That's what Bibi, it's like. It's like, hey, you're being trained. That's the atmosphere that Bibi conveys. That's not what Dad's like. We're having a good time. Look. Bibi's like, I'm being trained. And I've got to pay attention because one day I'm going to be asked to run the family or at least head up the enterprise in some capacity. They're training me for leadership. It's obvious. I mean, that's how he observes things. Okay, now you see right here, he just dumped out all the eels. A pit bull would not do that. A pit bull would look at the bowl, see the eels squirming around, maybe dip his or her nose into the bowl of eels, and then, of course, jerk back and leave. The pit bull is not going to return to the bowl of squirming eels. No. This is the one I have. She's going to be going, okay, whatever that is, I don't like it. They need to stay where they are. Goodbye. It's not true with Monkey Bibi. No. He is studying the eels, touching them lightly, not lightly because they move when they're squirming and they feel creepy. But, oh, there, look. Oh, yeah. He's got to he's rocking the pan, turning it around, agitating. He can't stay away from the eels. There's something, I don't know. And look, I'll tell you what he's wearing because they have him in clothes. He's wearing a light blue, I don't know if it's called a jumpsuit, but it is a two-piece, look, we would go Garanimals. Remember the Garanimals clothing? These are obviously dolls' clothing. This is not baby clothing. So it's a two-piece light blue pants, which have been rolled up. They have pockets. There are pockets on the pants. Of course, there are pockets on the pants. You never know when a doll is going to need pockets or a monkey. Look at him. He's there just looking at the eels. And so what are his eyes? And I'm telling you, they're thinking. He is considering the situation, trying to determine what they are and how he can use them to play. Because the monkey, look, there he's touching him, all about play. However, he has accepted his role as Dad's helper with incredible enthusiasm. Look, he's still monkeying on the eels. He can't help it. Going back at him. It's amazing, this monkey. how the thinking, the amount of thinking, and then the application of the thought. Like right now, he's got the bag. He's like, how am I going to put? God, look, he put the eels in the bag. Yep, going to go take him to the old lady. So there he is walking. And they got him walking upright. And there was an uproar on the in the comments. You know, you go down the comments. A lot of semi-professionals down there. Seems like it. They're going down there protesting. Don't make the monkey walk upright. You're going to cripple him for life. And then he had to go to the hospital. There was a time when Bibi was going to the hospital every time he looked up. And they had the thing with he's walking upright totally. They do walk upright in the wild, though. I see that, but they don't do it all the time. But then Bibi, sometimes he does go on all fours. I'm telling you, I completely believe that Dad loves this monkey like a kid. He does, man. I don't know what they're doing, but look, they had their last video was Bibi increasingly loves the natural scenery in the countryside. So I don't know if that's a hint to the wife that Dad wants to move to the countryside, or if it's a hint to us that, hey, Bibi's fixing to move to the countryside with Grandma. I got news for him. Grandma can't handle Bibi. He's too active. If you're going to get a macaque monkey, yeah, no, there's no way I could. If I would have to go to this monkey would take up every minute of my life because he is so utterly fascinating. I mean, he is fascinating and cute and kind and thoughtful. So he was very sickly when he came into this family. I mean, I haven't watched other monkey videos, so I don't know if they're all this gentle and kind. I found a kitten one time. This kitten was very, very, very sick. He didn't live long. He had the feline leukemia. I mean, he was sick. This cat was sick. But he was the friendliest cat I've ever seen in my life. And he was of course, he was a kitten. He'd only lived about a year. No one was a stranger. He was sweet to everyone, every dog who came in here, all the other cats, every human being. He was just so chill. And I think because he knew he didn't have long to live. And he's like, I'm going to make the most of it. And I'm going to love everybody. I don't have time for this. I only have time to love people. And that's what I'm going to do. There's no time for unpleasantness. And Bibi, I think, I could be wrong because this is the only monkey I've ever studied, because I cannot get over how kind and thoughtful and gentle this monkey is. He reminds me of that cat, and like they're sending him to he was going to the vet. He was going all the time, but now he's not anymore. And then you get those, and down in the comments, of course, I can't help but watch those because I don't know anything. And that's what is amazing about YouTube. You'll watch something, and then you'll go in the comments, and there'll be somebody down there. Hello, my name is John Starkweather, and I am a PhD certified blah, 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 blah. And it will be an expert in that particular field, an undeniable expert, because then you can go research the person, and yes, they are an expert. And they know. So you can go, okay, thanks, YouTube comment, for telling us the exact right way it should be. Yes, now he's handling the eels. So what if those were a bunch of rattlesnakes? What if the monkey came upon a bunch of rattlesnakes? And I'm telling you, the rattlesnakes are not going to bite Bibi. If he had a bowl full of rattlesnakes right there, which he's completely handling, they're not going to bite Bibi. Not a one of them, because they would sense the gentleness in this creature. I mean, he is so, so sweet. But I have tried, look, I'm looking at him right now. I've tried to read his eyes, because with the pit bull, and the pit bull has facial expressions. The monkey has facial expressions too, but I don't know what he's saying. I can tell what he's saying by his actions and his physical demeanor, but not really his face. And he's got the most darling little face. But the only thing, they're like, oh, they're like human beings. They're not like human beings. They're like primates. They're primates. There's some stuff that's similar to us, but like his hands. I mean, undeniably, the hands with the fingernails. I mean, you cannot. And the ears. He's got these perfect little, and they look human. Those ears look totally human. Yeah, and a big, big deal. And see, he went to Dad just then, and Dad doesn't even realize how natural. And that is one thing that's so lovely to watch with Monkey Bibi, is anytime you get to see him interact with Dad, it is lovely. It's lovely. I mean, now I'm telling you, he's treating this monkey like, unabashedly, this monkey is his son. And he talks to the monkey all the time, and the monkey talks back to him. And they don't even know they're doing it. I'm telling you, they don't even know they're talking to each other like they are. But they have a language. And Dad he's smiling all the time. He's smiling all the time, Dad. His happiness is palpable through this little YouTube screen. He loves being with this monkey. But here's what I suspect, and I could be totally making it up, that I think as this is taken off, what do they have? 496,000. They almost have 500,000 subscribers. Mom is, I think she's the videographer. And, all right, here's my fantasy. So this is my fantasy that I've had. It's not true probably, but wouldn't it be great if it were true? So the mom is videoing, and you could tell, like in some of the videos of 6 months ago, watch Mom. She's kind of over it, I guess. But then it takes off, and you start making money doing these things. And I guess Mom was like, "Look, let's do it." And Dad's like, fantastic, because here's what Dad wants. Here's Dad's goal in life. I want my family around me all the time. He wants his wife with him. He loves his wife. He wants his grandma, his mother, I guess it's his mother with him, and his daughters. He wants his daughters with him. That's what Dad likes. That was appropriate to call him Dad, because he is a total dad. That's what this guy wanted to be when he grew up. He didn't know it. He wanted to be a dad, a father and a husband and a son. That is what makes him very happy, very happy. And so this guy, when you talk about, you know how Cesar Millan talks about that you need to be very relaxed, calm. Well, this guy, he completely, I mean, he epitomizes just being relaxed. I don't know if the guy ever gets excited about anything, but, and there's Bibi turning on the stove. Yeah, he's turning on. No, he's doing all of them now. Yeah, he's got it at 9. Yeah, he's got the thing at 9. That's all right. Burn up the house, Bibi. Because he has learned, oh, guess there's no water in there. We're going to burn up a pot. It's all right. He's being filmed. Some upstairs is smoking, and yeah, Bibi is right by the stove, and it's okay because they have a little area prepared for him with a little maroon club chair that's to his size perfectly. And guess what? He will sit in the maroon club chair and observe the stovetop. That is one of his favorite things, watching things. And Dad loves coming here and cook. And this monkey, I don't know what it is about eating. Can I watch Gigi, the pit bull, eat? No, you cannot. It's not interesting at all. It's sloppy and unattractive. And it's fast. I mean, she eats fast. She doesn't eat as fast as the other dogs, but do I want to watch her eat? No. You could sit here and watch, and in fact, it's obvious that people love it because there are a ton of videos of Bibi eating. Yeah, that's what you would have to do. So here, if you have a monkey, macaque monkey, now this is going to be any monkey. These animals are smart. These animals are smart. And so that's the thing. If you have companion animals, or you want an animal in your home, I mean, what are you going to have to do to give that animal a happy home? Because that's what we seek, right? We want a happy, chill home. And we bring these animals in, I don't know, companionship, hoping to build a family. I mean, down here, I don't even know if we can even think, because there's just so many of them that, I mean, I don't think I'd have 3 dogs if I mean, of course I have a choice, but do I have a choice? Every single one of these dogs that I have, they were found, that I didn't go buy these dogs. You know, or these animals. How did I find? Stanley just walked up to me one time. Somebody left the black and white cat in the parking lot. And then Kissy, she was at the shelter. Kissy was at the shelter. What happened? The black dog was an accidental litter. 12. That's right. She had 12 siblings, the black dog. The cur, that guy's just breeding. It's ridiculous. And then the pit, well, the pit was completely, I mean, she saved herself. She was trying her best to save herself, and she succeeded. She succeeded. I don't even know, sitting here thinking about living in a world where there are no animal shelters. There are no abandoned animals. No hurt animals on the side of the road. I can't even, what would you, I'm sitting here trying to wrap my brain around that. I mean, think about it. Where would I get a dog? Because if that were the case, where would you go get a dog? I guess you would go to a breeder. And you know, I'm going to tell you something. Sitting here thinking about it just like that, just like very briefly for 2 seconds, the images that flew through my mind when I thought about going to get a dog from a breeder. Can you imagine that? I mean, because if I were to get a dog from a breeder, which there's no way I would ever do that, because there are too many, too many dogs come into my life. I might have a plan to go get a dog from a breeder, but I don't know if that will ever happen in my lifetime. Maybe in 20 years, maybe. You won't find dogs on the side of the road. People saying, free puppies. Free puppies. All right, so I go to the breeder. Wouldn't that be awesome to do that? That's got to be what it's like for people who do that. For people who say, we're going to get a dog and we're going to go to a breeder. And then they research the breeder. And then they go and they find the right breeder who loves this breed, and who have diligently sought to improve the breed. Because I would be looking at big dogs, right? So they gotta have breeds that have conquered all the hip problems. Hip stuff's big thing, terrible thing in big dogs. That's why you really. But like around here, the dogs that I get, because I don't get the purebred. I don't know what any of mine are. I say what they are, but I don't know what they are. I know what they look like. I know what I was told, but I don't know what they are. I don't do the DNA testing stuff. But if I were to go to a pit bull breeder who has, because they have all these pit bull breeders, where they have Boudreaux, Gatormouth, Red Pit. I mean, they have so many different pit bulls. But if you were to go to a pit breed, what do I do? First of all, I'd find the one that was breeding, that was doing the pit bulls to the original pit, like what GG is. I'd find that one. But a breeder who's been doing it. Can you imagine? I can't even imagine that. I cannot even imagine that even exists. And then I don't even know. I mean, I couldn't be a breeder in this time, and I couldn't. I don't know. I'm really torn on the breeding stuff, because there's so many dogs in the shelters. All right. Dad is chopping clams now. Oh, look, and he kisses Bibi. He doesn't even know he's doing it anymore. He snuggles Bibi, and Bibi is just, it's completely natural the way that these two beings interact. It's so fluid. Like right now, Bibi is crawling on his back and shoulders. Oops, he's up there grooming him now. Dad's being groomed. He's being groomed. Can't help it. And Dad's like, no, you can't groom me if I'm chopping clams, son. What's he wearing? God, and that's the thing with Bibi. What the clothes? Does a pit bull wear clothes? Yes, she does in the wintertime. She doesn't mind, but she looks incredibly butch. I put them on her. I don't like it, but she likes to stay warm. Whereas if I put clothes on the car, she looks like a fashion model. But the Pit Bull looks like a linebacker with ill-fitting. It's hard to find stuff that makes her look feminine. All right, there's Bibi. He's like upside down on Dad's back. Oopsie, briefly grooming his head again. Okay, so that's what you would have. You would have the monkey in your. How would you do this? They have a dog, but I don't know where the dog is. Sometimes the dog comes out. The dog is very timid. It's a poodle. It's a white poodle, a smaller one. And then they have these cats that are coming in all the time. I think they're rescuing cats. I do not know. Oops, look, there's Bibi talking. He doesn't talk like that to everybody. He only talks like that to Dad. He doesn't even talk like that to Grandma. And you go, oh, it's because Dad was the one who was taking care of him, and because Mom has to film, and so they have developed this relationship. No. These two, it's just this beautiful, gorgeous thing of pure love. I mean, the monkey loves Dad, and Dad loves this monkey like a kid. And that's one thing, too, that made me realize how much this man loves being a husband and a father. How the care that he takes of the monkey. He loves that Bibi is little and that he gets to baby him, and he does baby him. He babies him, cuddles him, talks to him, hugs him, pets him. See, the girls, they're growing up. They don't want to talk to Dad. They went on a camping trip, and they were doing their own things. And Dad's going, oh, how are my two daughters? He loves his family. That's why this thing is so compelling with this. It's because of this man, Dad. That's what it is. And that really, you can go, I will watch this because of the monkey, but it's not. You find yourself watching Dad. You watching Dad's gentleness, patience, his gentleness. Like right now, Bibi, he's got a miniature. He's got a knife that's sharp, okay, and he's cutting some kind of vegetable up. He's always very careful about where Bibi is, and Bibi's like reaching for the knife. Oh yeah, listen, Bibi's reaching for the knife, going, "I'm in training to be the manager here. Or you're gonna need to show me how to work that knife. I'm gonna need to do it now. You show me how to work the saw. I can certainly build some eel traps because I know how to do the saw and the bamboo thing you did at the end. But come on, vegetables, cooking, you know how important it is to me. Hand me the knife." Dad's like, "No, you're not getting the knife. Look, he puts his little hand in there. He puts his little hand. I wonder if that's what that's called. The monkey's hand, the monkey's feet." And so what I'm watching here is Bibi is stealing the food, but listen, that's another thing. And it's the same thing with dogs. Dogs do this too. But gosh, it's so fast with dogs. It ends so fast. Okay, like right now, I don't know what vegetable he's cooking, but he sliced it up, and so he's giving Bibi little pieces of it. And Bibi's watching him, man. He's always watching that man so carefully, but with such attention and what? Ease. I've got to say ease. And so, and he loves it when Dad eats with him, when they get to eat together. The dogs do too. They love for us to eat together. But of course, they eat so fast that it's enjoyable for 3 seconds, that camaraderie of eating. And you know exactly what I mean. When we go out to eat with people, that camaraderie. It's the same thing with monkeys, cats, dogs, birds. That shared, what is that? That shared communion of eating together, of sharing this sustenance, these flavors, this nourishment, just making our bodies work. I mean, the dogs would love to sit at the table and eat with me, but they would eat too fast. They would eat too fast, and they would not be civilized. They'd be going, "You got to give me the food." Like all three of them, I'd have to break it up. I'd have to go GG. I had to get the Pit first. See, right there. No, it's no fun, so I'm obviously not doing it. But Bibi, he'll wait. He will have his food in front of him. Dad's like, "No, we're not eating yet." There it is on the plate. He's waiting. He is waiting with manners. Yeah, he crawled on the table a little bit, but he's a monkey. So he gets his little tablecloth set out there, his little bowl, and of course, he knows how to eat with a fork Are you kidding me? And look, he waits. He waits to be served. He waits to be served. The pit bull, she would have her nose in the bowl. Food's too hot. She would eat it anyhow. Look, there he goes. But see right here what this is? Yes, there's a little monkey using his fork to eat the food that Dad has prepared. But really what it is Dad is sitting at the kitchen table. He's got his arm around the monkey. Now he's testing the food to see if it's too hot. Look, and he's cute, and the monkey is a little sassy, but not much. Is the monkey needy? You're like, is the monkey needy? No, the monkey is not needy. The monkey is infinitely curious. So that's what you got when you're going to bring a monkey into your home. Agile, agility off the charts. Seriously. In 16 fingers, 4 thumbs. So it can get in the cabinets, turn on the faucet, drink a beer. Yeah. Incredibly dexterous. And their ears, that is weird. I will tell you that. The rest of it, it's like we're not from apes. Come on, man. We're a new creation. Something new is always happening. They don't look like us, but their ears, I'll tell you what, the ears trip you up. And their fingernails, the fingernails on their hands, that make you think. But at first when I saw it, like he's wearing clothes, it looked weird. But then it looked weirder when he was naked. But sometimes his clothes look great and sometimes they don't. You're like, can he put his clothes on by himself? No. He needs help, but he can take them off. What's he wearing? A diaper. Yeah, you wanted to know that, didn't you? So, oh yes, another thing. Guess how long the monkey lives? 30 years. Macaque monkey can live 30 years. So that's 30 years of a diaper. He wears a diaper. Bathing. Dad, this monkey gets bathed all the time because Dad's taking him places. And look, I think Dad just made $5. I think he did. Here's what's going on. They're at the table eating, and believe me, you're going to see, if you go look at Monkey BB, you're going to find yourself watching him eating a lot. I don't know why. Why am I watching him? Well, he's got the fork. Wait, so here's what I think happened. Dad had the phone out, and first I was like, why is he on the phone? Does it matter? It's a monkey eating. I'm like, yeah, but you maybe need to be there present. But then he starts talking to the phone. And then he takes a picture with BB. So I guess he just made $5. A fan wanted a personal hello from Dad and BB. So that's what I believe just happened. For a certain amount of money. And Dad, if you're not doing it, you should totally do it. For $5, you can say hello to BB. And people they'll pay it. They had a fan that paid. I hope you're getting money, Dad. That is a fan of BB and traveled from England to Asia to meet BB. And yeah, he could have cared less. BB was like, so what? And he did go to her. You can see the name here. It's Deeplina from England. And here's what's interesting. And this is what is interesting. I guess this animal though is an education about all animals. And another thing, I don't know what nobody needs to put any animals in labs and do lab testing on animals. All you have to do is go on YouTube and watch. You will learn everything about the macaque monkey, what they're capable of, how they think, breathe, eat, what they want, everything. And you never need to go, you can just watch the videos and learn everything you need to learn. So someone has to be at this house all the time. This monkey cannot be left alone ever. You could not even lock, this is a house. There's no cage set up. I don't see it. You could not leave him in a room by himself because he's capable of destroying it. He could conceivably unscrew the light covers. Yes, and you think it would be any trouble for him at all to, in a barren room, use the walls and leap upon the light fixture on the ceiling? No. No. And effortless. The agility is effortless. I've seen him just jump, cover a 4-foot space as though it were 2 inches wide. And this is a little bitty monkey. Yeah. Yeah. And so the pit bull, what do you have for the right there? Here's what you need for a yard and a dog door and a car. You need a car because they like to go riding around. Dogs, all dogs, especially the pit bull. He is now eating from a spoon. He's eating soup from a spoon in a completely civilized manner, and it's not even going down his chin. Look, there's the napkin. He's super clean. This little monkey is amazingly, he's cleaner than I am. That's how much they bathe this monkey. I mean, he gets bathed. And the diaper. Can you think about that? That monkey can never, if that monkey is in your home, does Gigi wear a diaper? No, she's not. What do you do about those incontinent animals? I tell you, those people who do that, they are, I mean, just next level compassion. I don't know. I would not have the patience to do that, to take in these animals who are healthy, but because of an injury or some kind of inbreeding. I'll tell you what, that's one thing about breeders. You need to know everything. That's why you go to the shelter. The shelter, those dogs, they're healthy. At least here they are. You go to Morehouse Humane Society or Washita Parish Animal Shelter, you're going to find some healthy dogs. And he brushes his teeth. So he gets up and he brushes his teeth in the morning. No, Gigi cannot. The pit bull cannot brush her teeth. Would I love that? Yes. For her to sit there and look in the mirror and brush her teeth like Bibi does? Yeah. He just does it. But look, I'm looking at his eyes. I'm telling you right now. All I see is curiosity. I just see him. That's what his eyes say to me. Taking it all in, thinking. Because he is in an environment. He just turned on the water. Yeah. He's in an environment that is so chill. That is so chill and stable. Yeah, I guess like Gigi. She is completely chill. Yeah, but nonstop activity. And they can get into everything. And so if you have this monkey in your home, you don't need to say no. You need to make your environment so that monkey can thrive. He's got a little bitty jungle gym over there that he crawls on. He crawls on the furniture. Yeah, sure. Crawls on the cabinets. Look, there he is, going to the stove. He's going. You got to watch him. That's what he does. He gets up, brushes his teeth, goes to the kitchen, starts messing with food, turning on the water, fooling with the appliances, which he's watching you. So if he's with Dad in Dad's arms, he's watching Dad, and look, he just opened this. There he is, getting into the little oven, getting inside. Look, trying to put the potatoes in there. Can the pit bull do that? No. What does that mean? That means I can leave the house for 4 hours. Pit bull does not know how to work the oven. No. And it would not occur to her to bake potatoes. However, the monkey, yes, he is completely trying to bake potatoes right now. He's got 2 sweet potatoes in the little miniature oven, going at it. I bet $3 that he knows how to turn it on. And oh, by the way, he is completely organizing the sweet potatoes in a wise manner. They're completely equidistant apart. And yeah, he turned it on. He's baking potatoes. Yeah. No, Gigi would not turn the oven on. She would not go into the pantry and organize a baked potato feast. No, she cannot do that. It would not occur to her either. She has no curiosity to do that. Bibi, yeah. He wants to get on your computer, touch all the keys, climb on your monitor. He does it. Does Gigi? No, she can't get up here. She has no interest to touch every key. He wants to touch the keys. And so the kids, here are the kids right here. There's a kid that wears glasses. And she connected with Bibi. I don't know why. I don't know. Why is that? And then there's this other little girl. And he likes the one with the glasses. Yeah, you see, when they're two to get together, he's crawling on the one with the glasses. He's near the one with the glasses. And nobody ever says anything. Nobody ever says, come here. They just, it's just this organic existence. With Dad being, look, right now, he is in the kitchen. Dad is in the kitchen with his two daughters and Bibi and his wife being the videographer. There is an expression, oh, and he's cooking, and with his hands, and it's messy. So this right here is pure bliss. This is nirvana. This is heaven for Dad. His daughters, the monkey, food, a mess, everybody tight together, and Mom. I mean, this guy. I mean, so you watch it, yeah, okay, I'm watching it for Monkey Bibi, but you start watching it for him and that family and seeing that family unit. And yeah, if you got, I mean, I could sit around here and film Gigi, but there'd be a ton of sleeping. Dogs sleep so much. And her interest, Gigi could not, my pit bull, she could not, her interest would not be held. She does not have this attention span. This little guy has watched this procedure, and he's not watching it because the girls are watching it, because everybody, this is very interesting. Dad is always doing crazy, weird stuff, cooking, just bizarre stuff. And I'll tell you, that monkey, what would I say? How old would I say that monkey is in people years? He's now eating rice with a fork. Yes. And he does store it in his chin and in his cheeks. He stores food in his chin, and just Gigi store food? Of course not. She's not going to store food. And look, sometimes when he's got a little bit of food stored, like the last piece of food, I remember one time watching him, he was standing by the chair and he was chewing, and it looked like he was chewing on gum. And the way he was standing, I'm like, he looked like he was a Western sheriff assessing the situation and wondering if he was going to have to make an arrest or not. Just sitting there chewing. Dad is also, he didn't have to teach him. He knows how to do a toothpick. So if Dad puts a toothpick, if they're at they go to restaurants all the time. This monkey goes everywhere. Same with the pit. She goes everywhere. If I can't take her, I don't go there. So I go where there are restaurants where she is welcome. And so Bibi too. And it's not usual, because the reaction from the humans when they see this monkey, they stand back. It's with reticence. And if their children are with them, they don't let their children pet the monkey at all. On the flip side, if they're in the country and their kids running around all over the place, which there are a lot of children, that was interesting watching that. Same thing with the pit bull. The kids go up and they're like clapping hay, being loud, and Bibi's like, back off. It scares him. It startles him. It makes him unsure, nervous. But when they're calm, like there was the antics, the screaming, hollering, the kids were dancing around. What are these kids? These kids are age 4 to 8, maybe. They're little kids. And they were dancing around, screaming, whatever. And then we cut through later on. Dad's out there talking. He's having a wonderful time. And Bibi, they're on their bicycles, and Bibi's jumping around from bicycle to bicycle, not letting them, he's staying just out of reach. All right, what would the pit bull do? She would go, this is a party. I'm glad to be here. What's going to happen here is I'm jumping on everybody. Yeah, might knock some people down. If I do, I'm going to get on the ground and roll with you. So rolling on the ground would be happening. She would knock everybody down again and again and again, jumping on them. Bibi stayed away. And then they got candy. And he sat in Dad's lap while Dad distributed the candy to the children, who were now calmer because they've been screaming for an hour, jumping around, clapping their hands, running up and down the road on the bicycles, being kids. And Bibi is in Dad's lap, and he is completely calm, and he is so happy. There's this, you cannot get away from the happiness of this monkey. And he's just watching those kids, calm. I can't tell you how much Bibi has taught me about being calm. Dad is always calm. He is never not calm. He's really quiet too. He doesn't talk much. That's what dogs like too. They like it to be quiet and calm. And look, there he goes. He finds him. He went to find him. Same here. They're always around. They're always around me. They always come find me. Oh, God, he loves this monkey. Then you read down in the comments, oh, when they're 2, everything changes. I wonder. It's going to be interesting to see that. That's what you read in the comments, and it says, okay, when they're 2 years old, they're going to become really aggressive, start urinating on everything and attacking you. I can't wait to see that, because this monkey, you should have seen what he just did just then. I mean, he is the happiest, most chill, gentle. I can't see a switch flipping, but you know what? I guess I'll learn. And I wonder what that meant, right? Bibi increasingly loves the natural scenery in the countryside. That may be Mom going, he needs to go to the country. This is wearing me out. And so when he's sleeping, Mom films him. She just totally will sit there and film him sleeping. And that's another thing. They're very long shots. And they're monotonous to the point of monotony. I mean, there is it just goes on, which is great, because then it will allay your fears, because they're showing everything. And I mean, it's just this monkey walking around, but this monkey who is so happy, this family, this loving family who work hard and are doing their best to make life happen instead of having life happen to them. And it is just utterly charming to watch the love between this little bitty monkey and the man, because the monkey is only treated with gentleness and respect. They never get on to him. There's no fear in him. There's no fear. There's no flinching. He is content. He's totally content. And he loves the man. I mean, he loves Dad. It makes you wonder. I mean, look, he just woke Dad up, and Dad is like, okay, you're talking. He just accommodates him, gets him to where, and that's what you do, is what y'all do with kids and what we do with our dogs and our cats. Wake up in the middle of a deep sleep. Just situate them when they're having nightmares or they're afraid. That communication. I mean, that's a part-time job. The diaper, you've got to change the diaper. You got to bathe the monkey. But that diaper, he can never be out of the diaper. 30 years? Gosh, it's going to be interesting to watch this. But I wonder if she's sending him to the country with that comment. But the difference having a pit bull in your home, they are so chill. Make you lazy having a pit bull in your house. That's your only pet. Boy, you get lazy. Of course, you got to go walk them, but you got a big yard. You're going to be lazy. Because they're lazy, boy. Pit bull is just chill. Chill, happy dog. That's it, man. Feed me, pet me. Let me sleep. Happy. That is what the pit bull brings. Happiness. Big time happiness into the home. The pit bull. Monkey, is this monkey bringing happiness? No. No, Bibi's not bringing. Bibi is, what I say, Bibi is happy? Golly. Bibi loves I think he doesn't know what's going on, to tell you the truth. He's like, I'm in these clothes. This family loves me. I can climb. I'm not really sure. They're not climbing with me. I don't know what I think about it. Because in this situation, Bibi, if that's true, which I believe it is, because I'm going to believe it is, he was injured, sickly, rescued. I don't know. And he's a little guy. I would totally, I wouldn't. I'd take him to the animal refuge or whatever. I would not even fall in love, because you would fall in love with this monkey in a matter of seconds. Okay? And then they're hugging you. Like, he will go, sometimes Dad will be sleeping in the hammock, and Bibi will go and wake him up. And here's what he does. He hugs him. He hugs his stomach. He hugs his shoulder. He hugs his arm. He hugs him on his chest. It is very dear and precious. I mean, it's loving too. It's gentle and kind, these hugs that this monkey gives. What does the pit bull do? She will slam her paw onto your chest, maybe miss your face or not. And then, if you don't wake up with that, she will shove her nose into your neck and shove it in there, shove it around until you wake up. And then what? And then you can chill. I mean, you get up there, you get up and you have got the pit bull and you got the dog door with the yard. You just get up and go make your coffee. Not with the monkey. No. Change the diaper. Bathe him. Prepare the food, because guess what? He's already on the stovetop, turning it on, preparing to boil potatoes. Yeah. But I've seen people, and they love this monkey. They love him. Bibi increasingly loves the natural scenery in the countryside. What is this? They've had this monkey for a year. I wonder if Grandma cannot take care of this monkey. And I don't think Quan, his name is Quan, Dad, he loves this monkey. If Mama thinks that monkey's going to the countryside, she needs to think again. Because Dad loves this monkey more and more every day. Same thing with Pit Bull. I love her more and more every day. Her loyalty. Big old chunk, that tank in my yard. I love looking out there and seeing her. And how happy she is, engaging and stuff. She'll be looking at something, and then I'll go, what is it? And I'll look across there, and I'll see interesting things. That's the difference between the pit bull's interest and the monkey's interest. The pit bull is going to look, at least mine, look and consider, and that's it. She doesn't have any desire to go over there and take it apart or drag it back over here. The monkey, though, yes. And just think about the containment. I mean, 2 seconds, and he's little. He can fit inside a football, and he's trained with clothes on. He's wearing clothes. This monkey is obviously... Boy, you have to be so careful. They are. He gets a ton of exercise. This monkey is incredibly happy. And it's taking, what do they do? They're filming 3 times a day. Here's what I've figured out. They're doing one long episode. They're doing a couple of hours of filming, and then they're chopping that up into 3 separate films. He's a joy to watch, an utter joy. It is pure joy. Completely relaxes you. And the music they play, it's just this hokey circus music. Reminds me of Mayberry with Andy Griffith. That kind of music. It's very light. These things are light, clowny, but fascinating. It's utterly fascinating, and you can't stop watching. And at first you watch because you've never seen a monkey before, and then you watch because it's just pure love. Every episode is pure love, pure appreciation of life and the surroundings, the environment, and excitement to be alive. That's what these videos convey. But this monkey and this family who adore him, take such good care of him. Yeah, I'm looking at this right now. You can go for it. It's called Bibi and Dad Making Eel-Catching Tools. And Bibi is competently sawing the PVC pipe. Dad doesn't even need to help him. Yeah, and that was just after 5 minutes of watching Dad do it. He will be the manager. Mom better watch out, or he's going to take over the videography job too. He can cook. He's on his way to being a full-on cook. You got to watch this. It's fun. It is fun. And you can see in the countryside. They're always going out. It's interesting seeing the culture. It's lovely. Very placid, relaxing, bucolic lifestyle. Dad is at the country more than anything. This is his hammock. I think he has brought his hammock from his home to his mother's. And of course his mother is like digging it. By the way, she's completely a hard worker. That's where Bibi's getting it, because everybody's working in this family. The pit bull, would she go to work? No, she would not. She would go to your office with you and sleep. That's the extent of the work you're going to get out of the pit bull in an office environment. There'll be a lot of standing around, staring at stuff. Strangers come in, she's going to be jumping on them, excitedly, welcoming them, maybe knocking them down. But then that's it. She's going to go take a nap, and you can sit there and visit. Not with Bibi. Not with Bibi. It's constant. It's constant. I mean, he'll chill for a little bit if you got him sitting there eating food, but he's active. And that's exactly the way it should be. I think they're doing it right with this animal. It inspires me to do a better job with mine. And, everywhere. Just living. What's important? What is important to you? What is important to you in the life of your animals as well? What do you want for them? What do you want for your animals? And what do you want for yourself? Just as you provide for your animals, you can provide for yourself as well. What you want. How you want to live. Animals, gosh. Animals. They're amazing. Butterflies are everywhere right now. Turtles. There was a turtle in my home brought in by the cat. I had to take the turtle outside, put him in the bog. Frogs. Dragonflies. Birds. Spring is here. Animals are everywhere. Relaxed. Peaceful. Gorgeous. Inspiring. So, what would I do? Would I take a pit bull or would I take a monkey? I'd take a pit bull. No, I'd take 4 pit bulls over. Even 4 pit bulls. I'll tell you, to match the work level that you're going to have to do with a monkey, you would have to have 8 pit bulls. Yeah, that's right. So 8 pit bulls equals 1 macaque monkey in your home full time. No cage. That's right. So what would you like? 8 pit bulls or 1 monkey? 30 years of living. That's a commitment. What is it with dogs? 10, 12, 16. A cat can live 20 years. And parrots, some parrots, don't they live super long? Some birds live very, very long. We do, you know what, I will say that. We do strive to give our animals good lives. In a lot of cases, we strive harder for our animals than we do for ourselves. And that's not good. Animal doesn't want that. They love you when you're happy. They love us when we're happy and laughing. They're attracted to joy, just like we are. Animals, God, I could not live without them. It's so amazing and fascinating and thrilling. Bibi is thrilling, straight up, thrilling to watch. The pit bull, is she thrilling? No, you're not going, oh my God, what's she doing? What's she fixing to do? But when she's in the woods running, you're going, that is so cool. Look at her plowing through there. Yeah, she's making a lot of noise. She's doing it, and she's having the time of her life. And that is what's important. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. And this was fun talking about Bibi. I'm going to watch him. I'll keep you apprised if, in fact, they move him to the country with Grandma or if the whole family moves to the country. And if that's true, they're really going to have a show. The networks are going to be after them because there's a lot of stuff they can get up to in the country. You'll see. Monkey Bibi. All right, guys. Till next time, this has been Dog Food with Katherine Abel. Thank you.